Hey, what's up everybody? Rob Marzullo here, Ram Studio Comics. Welcome back. So today's video, I'm going to give you a little glimpse into the look, the setup that I use. So I've taken my Wacom Cintiq 22 HD and I've mounted this to an Ergotron arm. And if you notice, I've got it rotated to portrait mode, which I'll talk a little bit about. But this arm is an amazing build. It does a fantastic job at supporting the weight. I've also read reviews that it supports the weight of the 27, which hopefully one day I'll be able to get that bad boy. But for now, it mounts right to the back of this. No additional hardware. You notice it just mounted right to it. Nice and easy. Pretty much brainless. So it's a really fantastic build. I'm pretty impressed with it. Even the screws right there just came with it. So with this particular model, if you're mounting it to a Cintiq 22 like I did, it's really easy. I've read there's maybe additional parts that you might need for the other units, but for this one it mounted right to the back of it. Holds the weight of it really easy. Right here you tension down the strength of it, but it pretty much held the weight even without me adding any additional turns for tension, and you tension that with a Allen wrench that comes with the device. So a really excellent build. My hat pretty much goes off to the people that made this because I can turn this thing any way and it just holds. There's a little bit of bounce when you're drawing, but I'll be honest, it doesn't negatively impact it. Like you can see, I get some pretty decent line weight there, and I just kind of rest my hand on the screen as I'm drawing anyways. So I kind of think of it like if you were to be working on a sketch pad, you would put your hand against the sketch pad and you would balance that way. So that little bit of bounce doesn't bother me. It could bother other people, so I can't vouch for that, unfortunately. I can just tell you that I'm really happy with it. One of the main things is being able to stand up and draw where I couldn't do that before. I had to spend so much time sitting down, hunched over this tablet. And you can see I was able to even change the OS to rotate to have the tools the way I needed them to be. So in a Mac OS, I can't vouch for PC, but in Mac OS, you rotate it in the display settings 270 degrees. And you see I've got my template in here to full scale of a comic page, which I'm really happy about that. It's like I'm always trying to make digital tools feel as traditional as possible. And so this does that. So if I hold a tape measure up to it, you can see, well, it's kind of hard to see the tape measure because of the poor quality of my camera, but it's 17 inches height, which is a traditional page of comic book Bristol board. And I lose a little bit of room to the side, but not much. So, I mean, really feeling traditional at this point. I will admit that Sketchbook Pro works a little bit better in this regard because there's less overall tools to the interface to get in the way. So I actually kind of enjoy utilizing this particular program for drawing in this mode a little bit more. But yeah, overall, it's just fantastic. And so now I've got this full range of motion where I can lift this thing up, I can set it down on my lap on the table, I can maneuver it really well. And like I said before, it holds it with ease. There's it doesn't feel like it's struggling to do any of these motions. It just does the trick, which is really important because, if you want to put some heavy device on an arm like this, you want to know that it's not taxing the arm, that it's going to fall down or whatever, that it's going to do the job. And I can definitely say that they built this thing right where it does not struggle one bit to do that. So that's about it. So if you think you might want to check one of these out, there'll be a link in the description box below for you to use my affiliate link if you want to. And good luck with your own art. Keep drawing, keep having fun, and I will talk to you soon.